Hey everyone, this is Tony, Tainted Lord 87, and I have a collection update. Not a whole lot that I picked up, just 5 CDs and a t-shirt, but I thought this would be a great video to do a smaller collection update, so let's go straight to it. The first thing that I'm going to show off is a t-shirt that I recently bought, and it's a tour t-shirt. Yeah, despite Tool having its, haters and lovers, I still really love this band. Always have, always been. And yeah, this is just a really cool t-shirt that I bought at Spencer's. And I really, really like it. Nothing on the back. But this front design is really cool and I really like it. And I'm so glad to pick up this t-shirt. So, yep, just a smaller t-shirt that I picked up. Always love Tour, and this is a really cool Tour t-shirt. Really glad to pick this one up. So, yeah, that's the Tour t-shirt that I picked up. And now for the CDs that I picked up recently. The first one is the latest album from Cradle of Filth, The Screaming of the Valkyries. Now, when it comes to Cradle of Filth, I've always been a fan of this band, especially the early stuff where they transition from black metal to a more extreme metal, gothic metal, heavy metal sound. And the last time I heard of Cradle of Filth was the 2017 album Kryptoniana, The Seductiveness of Decay, and I kind of fell out of the band for a while. And I heard that 2021's Existence is Futile was a good album, but I never really checked it out because, like I said, I fell off the band after the 2017 album. But recently, I gotten back to them with the new album, The Screaming of the Valkyries, and it's just what I expected. It's Cradle of Filth playing, extreme gothic metal, heavy metal with some black metal style shrieks from Danny Filth, and yeah, if you heard Cradle of Filth before, this is no surprise. It's just Cradle of Filth doing what they do best. Like I said, it's a blend of extreme gothic metal, heavy metal, and there's some great solos and riffs and leads on this one. And I think, um, no, wait, never mind. I was going to say they have a new singer on here, but I think the new singer actually appeared on the 2021 album Existence is Futile, but she does great on this one. I think her name is Zoe, I believe. But overall, this is just a really great Cradle of Filth album, and I'm really glad to pick this one up. So, yeah, Cradle of Filth, The Screaming of the Valkyries. A really good album from them. Next up is Motorhead, Kiss of Death. Yeah, I'm not going to lie and say that I'm a huge fan of Motorhead, but I really do enjoy their music, and I do enjoy some Motorhead here and there from time to time, and I felt like my Motorhead collection needed to be updated, so I pick up 2006 Kiss of Death. And if you've heard of Motorhead before, you pretty much know what to expect. Just some good old fashioned heavy metal hard rock um, from Motorhead with iconic vocals and vocal performance from the one and only Lemmy. So, yeah, Motorhead's Kiss of Death is your straight up heavy metal, borderline hard rock album, and just plain rock and roll album. So, yeah, nice to add more Motorhead into the collection. So, yeah, Kiss of Death by Motorhead. A really excellent album from them. Next up is Alice Cooper and 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 his 2000 album. Yeah, his 2000 album, Brutal Planet. Now, I don't think Alice Cooper needs any introduction. If you're into like 80s heavy metal, glam metal, hard rock, Alice Cooper should be a recognizable name. But I feel like Brutal Planet is one of the more, well, one of his, I should say, one of his underrated, overlooked album. On Brutal Planet, he experiments with industrial metal, and surprisingly, it actually works on here. Like, you can totally tell the industrial metal influence in his music on Brutal Planet, but it's still Alice Cooper. You know, if you're into like heavy metal, hard rock, and maybe a bit of glam metal, Brutal Planet is a experimental but excellent album from Alice Cooper, and definitely an underrated release from Alice Cooper. So yeah, Alice Cooper, Brutal Planet. Really glad to pick this one up. And the last two CDs that I'm going to show is from a band that doesn't need any introduction. If you're into like 80s thrash, crossover metal, this band needs needs no introduction. But I feel like these two albums are often overlooked and kind of underappreciated. The first one is Suicidal Tendencies, Suicidal for Life. Yeah, when it comes to suicidal tendencies, How I Laugh um, Tomorrow, If I Can't Even Smile Today, and Lights Camera Revolution are the two main albums that Suicidal Tendencies are most famous for. But I feel like Suicidal for Life and the next one I'm going to show are very overlooked and kind of underappreciated. And this one is actually a really good album. Again, still playing that whole crossover thrash, heavy metal sound. And yeah, pretty much if you've heard Suicide Tendencies before, you know what to expect from this album. But definitely, it's definitely one of the more underappreciated albums, and definitely needs more love. So I'm really glad to pick up Suicide Tendencies, Suicidal for Life. It's honestly a really good album from them, and I really do think this album and the next one I'm going to show needs more attention. So yeah, Suicide Tendencies, Suicidal for Life, really good stuff. And the last album I'm going to show off for this collection update is Suicide Tendencies, The Art of Rebellion. I think this album is a bit well known, but still I feel like this one's really underappreciated and a bit overlooked. And again, like the previous Suicide Tendencies album that I showed, this is another good album in the discography. Still continuing that crossover thrash, heavy metal sound. And yeah, like I said, still a good album from Suicide Tendencies. The Art of Rebellion is definitely an album that's a bit well known, but still I find it underappreciated and overlooked. But I'm really glad to pick up Suicide Tendencies, The Art of Rebellion. Another really good album from this band. And that's it. That's my smaller collection update. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and don't know when my next video is going to be, but hopefully everyone enjoys this one. Thanks for watching.